Peace and love to all my relatives. It's your girl, EssencePeaceLove, aka Es the Blesser, here in the sacred room, delivering these divine intuitive messages for you to carry along your divine path, this golden path that you walk on, leading you to your destiny, the destiny that is forever continuous. At every end, there is always a beginning, so there's really never an end. It's just forward movement. So I give thanks for your return, for your presence here behind the video on the other side, reflecting these messages. And I also give thanks for your support and your love and your offerings, your donations to me. I give thanks. Also, surprise, surprise, I have changed prices for my readings as of March for springtime. So happy spring. I give my love to you all. And many good things. It is a full moon, and this reading is on the full moon in Libra for this Aries sun that we are transitioning in. I like to go by the time that the full moon actually settles in that new sign. So right now, currently, as I do this reading, we are in Virgo full moon, Pisces sun. And so I like to look at it as we get a little bit of both the Pisces sun with the Virgo moon and Libra moon with this Aries sun. So that's a beautiful transition. So really take advantage of that time, of this time. And yes. Feel free to like, comment and share and subscribe with this video. Settling in. So we're going to be looking at the energies of the collective, both the divine, masculine, and feminine. So whoever you are, this energy will resonate with you, with your divine energy, with your masculine energy, and your feminine energy. So I'm going to look at, that. Just repeat myself again. Language. I'm reading a book on language, and I understand why I say things multiple times in different ways, because I'm always saying something different every time, but it's essentially the same thing. But you're going to get something different every time I say something, so. For the feminine energy first. Give thanks. Pull for the masculine energy next. And pulling for where they meet in the middle. Alright, I'm gonna do one more. Okay, and so bottom of the deck we have an 8 of air. So pretty much the energy that you're stepping out of is deciding which direction you want to go in. You're in a place of stillness and security and solitude, and really just aligning things up with your path, determining what actually mirrors and reflects your intended direction, you know, where you're headed, your goals, your desired relationship, your desired career, and really choosing between the past and your future and your now, you know, like really finding that veil in between, which is divine that this card came out because I'm reading on the energies of masculine, feminine, and the energy between where it meets, where they connect and how they work together. So yeah, just really being in the middle, looking at your past, reflecting it, but you know, you're realizing that there's only forward movement. You know, the only choice that you have and that you even want to make is to continue to go forward and continue to fly. So yeah, for the feminine energy, we have 5 of air. And so pretty much right now you have just released something that was holding you back, and maybe not even just one thing, but a collection of things of energy that was restraining you and holding you down and preventing you from moving forward, that was depleting your energy. I feel that these were really just thoughts and doubts and fears in your mind that were holding you back. Thoughts and doubts and fears from the ego and from past experiences, or fears that you may make the same mistakes again, or that you're not on the right track, and all these negatives. So you really just, it wasn't a hard battle. It was a very gentle battle. For some of us it may have been a very challenging battle. I feel that you were gentle on yourself, though. I feel that you were very compassionate and understanding with yourself, and that you got to know a side of yourself that you were unfamiliar with before, you know. So every time you get challenged with challenges, there's always a deeper level of love that happens, that manifests, so of self-love. And so yeah, you found freedom, and you're feeling really free. You're stepping on your power, you're using your power, and you're staying grounded and rooted in that power. And you know, you realize that power is your strength. That power is what supports you, you know, really standing in your boundaries at this time. And it's all through love. You know, it's less of defensive energy and more of embracing your boundaries, embracing your power and your self-worth, and using that to guide you and to attract your desires. So this masculine energy, like I said, this resonates with the masculine as well as the feminine, because this is balance of both, you know, how you are on the inside. So basically how you're dealing with your emotions, how you're dealing with your feelings for the guys, and this is pretty much it, you know, for the females as well. For the divine feminine, how you're dealing with your emotions and your feelings as well. So the action, you know, the action that is happening, the leadership, the movements forward for the divine masculine and the divine feminine is just balance. You know, you're working with your mind, body, and heart, the Holy Trinity. You're really using and listening to spirit and maintaining that balance, maintaining this rotation, from staying consistent with purifying your energy, and utilizing your strength to accomplish and to continue to move forward, you know. 3 of water, so you're learning those lessons, you're reflecting on, you know, your past, and using the lessons, the blessings that you've gained from those experiences and applying them to your now. And it's an easy decision to make for you, because you have literally detached from your past to where now the decisions that you have to make they're so easy because you're one within this new self, you know. So yeah, it's not as difficult as it used to be. So where they meet in the middle, your emotions and your actions, is just with fire. That's how you're balancing it, you know. And this is fire and water, so it's just like you're going with the flow, but you are literally spreading your wings and soaring. You are literally utilizing that fire, transmuting that fire, those emotions, those feelings, those doubts and fears, you're transmuting it into action. So this is divine feminine on this side and the masculine energy on this side. You're utilizing those fears and those doubts, those emotions. You're transmuting them through the fire to continue moving forward, to stay consistent and to manifest. And so under that, as a result, how you're using this fire is coming from your creations, from you just creating and using your dreams to support you and ignite this fire. And it's bringing you a lot of joy, a lot of joy, because you're one with yourself, and you're actually living your passions, you're fulfilling your passions and doing what you love and becoming what you love. It's not as challenging as it used to be, where it's easier for you to walk into your passions. It's less of a push and more of an embrace, and just it's second nature now. It's actually first nature, that without these things, you're giving up on your happiness. So, for you to be in this happiness, you have to maintain this individuality, this healthy independence, and continue to create. And that because of all of this happiness, these creations that's creating the happiness, it's giving you this fire energy, which helps you to decide what thoughts that you want to incorporate into your mind and to continue moving forward. What things are helping you to reach your heart's truest desire. So yes, those are the energies. I'm going to move forward with where you are now, what needs to be released, and the tools needed to help you release this situation, this relationship, this person, or these doubts and egos, habits. And then I'll also be pulling for what you'll be embracing this full moon cycle, and the tools needed to manifest these embraces, these blessings. And these tools for releasing will be good for this full moon energy, for you to know what it is that you need to release on this full moon. And in return, that energy will disperse. The things that you need, the tools that you need to manifest your blessings, that's also great to use for this full moon, on this full moon energy. And as a result, you'll be receiving these blessings, which will be filling up that empty space that you have created from releasing what no longer serves you. So, yes. What needs to be released? Just standing in your way, preventing you from grabbing those blessings. Being internally, mentally, emotionally. Crystal just fell out my head. are you embracing? It's funny, it's saying you can fly like birds on that song, and that just came out. This card. Okay, so the bottom of the deck is Five of Earth. And so just at this moment, you're really dealing with ending a cycle of allowing your energy to be depleted by external things. So whether it be other people, maybe you found yourself, or from over time in the past, you always gave a lot of your energy and a lot of your love to other people, to their situations, or just even in relationships, and it depleted your energy, and it made you feel like that person manipulated you or took something from you and wasn't replacing it back into you, or the job that you worked was unfulfilling. And now it's more of seeing that wasn't that other people were pulling from me, it was that I have been offering this energy to other people and leaving myself hanging, not fully fulfilling myself and filling my cup up. And it has, in a result, in the past, it has really kept you from accomplishing your goals and finishing your goals, and actually it has slowed you down in the past. So that cycle is ending at this moment. And some of us have been traveled, have had to travel with Six of Air to actually go and release this energy, to actually come within ourselves, to isolate from external things, from other people, and from distractions, and really just dive into our own energy and secure and ground into our energy, to really reflect on what it is that is around us that is unaligned with our purpose, with our truest heart's desire. And it may not even be a specific person, or it may be a specific person or a job, but I really feel like this is an internal energy, more of like what energy do you give, or what are you allowing to happen to you that is holding you back? How are you holding yourself back? So I don't really feel like this energy is somebody that is, or something that is taking from you that you need to necessarily let go of, or eliminate from your life. I really feel like it's more internal. And when you start to eliminate these things that are internal, when you do eliminate those things and release those things that are internally holding you back and depleting your energy, then whatever is external that is also reflecting that energy that is depleting you will just automatically leave. It'll release with that energy. So because you'll no longer be attracting that energy anymore, because you'll no longer be walking in that energy. And so yes, I really feel like just some quality you time, and really just defeating those doubts and fears, as I was mentioning before, with that energy, and using your strength and actually gaining your power back, and walking in your power, moving in your power, and using your power as your boundaries, like using your boundaries as your power, and respecting your boundaries, respecting your mind, protecting your mind, and being mindful of the things that you watch, things that you see, not looking at your social medias before you go to bed, because you're going to be waking up tired, or waking up with your mind in a different state other besides where it needs to be focused. I feel you releasing certain eating habits and like detoxing, just eating things that are going to build your immune system and give you energy. And emotionally, I feel you aligning with your heart's truest desire. And looking at everything from a hawk's perspective. Not, instead of looking at every detail, just really being at gratitude and peace in your heart. And listening to your heart, speaking from your heart, communicating from your heart, expressing from your heart. Even when you have to say no to anything, it's always through compassion and through love and empathy for yourself and for that other person. Protecting your heart and following your heart, honoring your heart's truest desire, your passions, remembering that those are your first loves because those things are you. They're a reflection of you. So honoring your first love, honoring yourself. You are your first love. Spiritually, I feel you connecting more with the divine, diving more into meditations and prayers and staying more consistent, just receiving downloads more so because you've already conquered consistency with your spirituality. So really receiving the downloads, and it happens with you isolating yourself. You'll be receiving a lot of downloads here because you'll be releasing a lot of things, a lot of doubts and fears and energies within yourself that are holding yourself back, and then you'll be open to receive these divine intuitive messages from the divine, these downloads. And when you return, you'll be able to upload. And even in this isolation, I feel this is where you'll be doing that movement. You'll be doing that push, and it'll lead you forward to a new beginning. And it's not even like a complete start over. It's really just a continuation. So the tools you need for that are just deep reflection. Really reflect on what it is that is holding you back, that is depleting your energy, listening to those doubts and those fears. And, I would suggest writing visual. So for some of you who are visual, maybe this will help, or maybe just listening to this will help you. I don't know if it'll spark something, but I'm just led to speak on it. So writing down, like sectioning off mind, body, heart, spirit, career, family, relationships, intimate relationships, friendships, etc. And really looking at, when you reflect, really reflecting in the mind, what is holding you back mentally, and scratch that. Actually reflect on what it is that you want to incorporate in your mind. More meditations. I want to enhance my memory. I desire to think more about to visualize my future and my dreams and my goals, and organize my mind in that way. Release these doubts and these fears and these sayings in my mind, these words in my mind telling me that I'm not going to make it, or that I'm not going to make enough money today, or I'm not going to be able to pay my bill, or that I'm not going to finish my website, or blah, 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 blah. Eliminating those fears and replacing them with what it is that you do want to think about. What affirmations do you want to repeat in your mind? What do you want to speak out to yourself? And doing the same thing for body. What is it that is depleting your energy, and how do you want to change your eating habits? Or how do you want to maintain your energy and boost your immune system? And what workouts do you want to incorporate into your day, into your daily life and rituals, and things like that. Same thing for the heart, same thing for your spirit, and same thing for your career. What are your goals? And then deciding how you're going to manifest these goals. How are you going to do this meditation? When are you going to do it? How are you going to, are you going to put reminders in your phone for these affirmations? And just really writing down your goals, and then how you're going to get there. And this is, in return, is going to fill your cup up, and this is you filling your cup up by doing that. In this reflection, you'll be filling your cup up in this isolation period. And it's not even like a complete isolation, because you're wanting to venture out, and I feel like that isolation is just more of getting out of where you have been used to sitting for a while, so if you've been in a house literally, or like just really internally into yourself this whole winter or for quite some time, you're breaking out of that shell and you're traveling, you're venturing out, you're going out, you're going off into a place, maybe into a beach or just somewhere where there's sun and people to socialize. And I may have spoken before, you're isolating for yourself, but now I'm receiving that, you're going to be around people just because it's the energy. And I feel that you'll be learning to maintain your energy. It's not that you have to secure yourself or protect yourself from anyone or anything or any people, but you'll be challenged to to continue to hold on to your power and your strength, to maintain your individuality and healthy independence, to remember your goals and your intentions and your drives, and make the decisions that support your dreams and your goals and your intended direction, that are going to uplift you and get you closer to your manifestations. And so just make sure your cup is full. Make sure your cup is full before you step out and you give your energy to other people. And really reflect. Is where I'm going aligned with my purpose? Is it a waste of time? Am I being stubborn? Have I completed the things I needed to complete and I can fully enjoy this energy and just being here? So some things to think about. So we're talking about embraces. So we have Iku and 3 of water. And so really it's just you being in your power, because you have released. It's really not even that much you have to release. I feel like it's just yourself holding your own self back. And then once you release that energy in this full moon, you'll be standing in your power. You'll be divinely protected, and you will be the light in the dark, which is surrounded by light. You know what I mean? And this darkness here is literally just protection of your shell, of your being, of your soul, your spirit. And you'll be creating light. You'll be in happiness. You'll be attracting happiness. You'll be attracting reflections. And it'll keep you very balanced, staying consistent. We had that card earlier, and 3 of water, and just applying the lessons that you've learned, transmuting them and actually acting upon them. And I'm feeling led to read for that card, Iku. Some people get afraid of that card, but it's actually a really divine card. Iku. I think I said he too, it's she. Iku. End of something, change or transmutation, metamorphosis, sign of dis-ease, peak of something, transformation into another thing, renewal. So death of a thing, thought, situation, feeling, condition, state, etc. So really just releasing and restoring, transmuting, as I said, transmuting that energy into manifestations. And you'll literally be relieved from these fears and these doubts, and standing in your truest power. Yeah, the book said it. I explained it too. So anything that I say now would just be redundant. But yeah, just releasing that old, standing in your power, and being able to be as light as a feather. As light as a feather, to be able to blissfully manifest your reality. Nothing will be holding you back. No thing. I really feel that this is just you going with the flow. No resistance. It's all just movement forward, and embracing what drops in front of you, utilizing it to enhance and expand your horizon. So yeah, and meaning like, yeah, all of that and stuff. And so the tools needed, this is backwards, the tools needed for that is the 9 of Earth. So plant these seeds. Plant these seeds. Once you release, once you decide, okay, cool, like I spoke speaking ahead of myself, but you know, I spoke at the right moment. When you decide what it is that needs to be released, or when you decide, okay, your goals and your end results, that's where I'm going, that is what I desire to manifest, plant those seeds. How are you going to manifest it? How are you going to bring that vision into reality? And then use that fire and act upon it. Do it. Transmute those desires into action. Transmute that action into your desires. Yeah, those fears and those doubts, show them. Show that ego that you will not win. I am stronger than that. I'm stronger than you. Nothing is holding you back. It's just a very peaceful reading. You know, it's nothing really intricate. It's all here. In a nutshell, take some time, take this time on this full moon to really come into yourself. Both ways. Some of us may be around people, but take some time for yourself to reflect on what it is that is unaligned with your purpose, and focus, reflect on what is aligned with your purpose, and decide how you're going to manifest it and bring it into reality. Once you decide how, all you have to do is act upon it. That is manifesting. Go make it happen. You're all good. This is all peace. I believe that's it. I'm also going to be doing a reading for twin flames, soulmates, the divine masculine and the divine feminine. So tune into that as well. And I speak that this helps. And may my love be with you. Mwah. Peace and light.